Okay, so here we are with number 1. Okay, there's a fraction, but it's not like a fraction we were talking about last week. So this fraction just has a 7 at the denominator, so we need to just get rid of that 7 first. So since it's the whole x minus 5 is divided by 7, I need to do the opposite of divide to get rid of the 7. Good. So multiply by 7, multiply by 7. In the section of your notes where it says, explanation or written steps, we're going to put multiply by 7 and put BS both sides. So on the left, I've got a 56. And on the right, the 7s are going to cancel, which is perfect, because the only thing I have left is x take away 5. Okay, and what do I do next? Yeah. Add 5 both sides. Do that. Plus 5, plus 5. Add 5 to both sides. Now my 5s cancel out here. And on the left I have 61. And then x. So you're done. Multiplying by the 7 made it super easy and quicker, actually. All right, number 2. Okay, this is the same process. That -3 needs to be multiplied, both sides. Go ahead and do it. Multiply by -3, both sides. On the left there, it will cancel. And then I have only, on the left side, c plus 1. And then what do you guys get for -21 times 3?
63.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Oh, look what I didn't do. Positive 63. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And last step, subtract by 1, both sides. C equals 62. Perfect. Easy. Okay, so this is the first one of its type that has a parentheses. We haven't seen that before. But we know that that means distributive property. So you're going to distribute on the left. Five times G, 5G. 5 times 8, 40. And then just equals 25 is fine. And the like terms are 40 and 25. Those need to go together. They are the plain old numbers that need to be put together. (25) take away 40, -15. And nice, it'll divide out evenly. So divide by 5 both sides. -15 divided by 5 is -3. So I distributed first. Distribute, I ran out of space. Then I subtracted 40 by both sides, right? And then I divided by 5 both sides. Cool. Okay, number 4. Also has distributive property in it, but only the -4. So will someone tell me what their next line looks like after they distribute? Will you read it to me? Go ahead.
-4 plus -29.
Awesome. And then the -2 easy stays. Real good. Ooh, like terms. Here we go. So I'll do like my little underline. Maybe that'll help you. But they both have an N. So they go together. And this n in the front that leads the way, it's a 1. We don't write 1s because it's a waste of our time. But it's a 1. 1 minus 20.
19.
What kind?
Negative 19n.
Negative 19n, take away 4, equals negative 2. And then this is solved just like our two-step equations that we were doing last week. The 4 and the 2 go together by add 4, both sides. And our number's not going to come out nice and pretty, but that's okay. Divide by negative 19, both sides. Can't do anything. Leave it, right? Negative 2/19. All right. So they talk about the perimeter of the rectangle. We need to draw the rectangle because that's really going to help us visually with what we've got going on here. Okay, the perimeter is 42. Perimeter, remember? What is it? All the sides added up together. Okay, then it says the length is 2 inches more than the width. Well, something that's important to know is the length is going to be the side that's the longest. So can you label it there on your rectangle? And then the width looks like that. So I'm going to have to figure out what this sentence says right here. The length is 2 inches more than the width. So I'm going to have to figure out length is what and width is what. The length is 2 inches more than the width. How would I write that? 2 more than the width. Two more than the width. How would I write it though? I kind of like 2 plus W, but then this word more than. More than is one of those special words. So what does that mean when I have a more than written? It's not going to be 2 plus W. W plus 2. The length. So here's what I just wrote. The length is equal sign 2 more than the width. Okay, so that's perfect. Now what should I write for width? Like what is width? Width is what? Does it say anything in my paragraph about width? No, it talked about length, but it doesn't talk about width. So if it doesn't talk about width, you just have to write width. Width is width. Width is itself. So for width, I'm just going to use a W. So let me label my rectangle right now to make this really understandable. The lengths, it's W plus 2. So everywhere there's a, well, just 2 times. Put a W plus 2 for the lengths on the top and the bottom. And then the width of my rectangle is itself. So put a width on the sides for width. It's really nice that I have all one variable. That's very important. So now perimeter, add up all the sides, and the perimeter is 42. So I need to add up all 4 sides, this side plus this side plus this side plus this side, and it makes 42. I'm going to write that in a long equation. One side plus another side plus the third side plus the fourth side is equal sign 42. Combining like terms. So let's put the W's together. How many W's are there? 4W. And what are the other like terms that I can put together? The 2's. This one and this one. 2 plus 2 equals 42. Okay? Next step. Tell me what to do. Subtract 4 both sides. 4W equals 38. And then what? Divide by 4. Perfect. My width is 38 over 4. Okay, let's reduce that for sure. What do I get? 19, yeah. 19 is half. And what's 4 cut in half? Obviously. 2. Okay, no one ever says, hey, the width of my rectangle is 19 inches. So I can't keep it 19 halves. This is one of those times that you need to change this 19 halves because improper fraction's not good enough right now. 9.5. I could even write it, and I'm going to switch to red pen so you're with me. 19 halves can be 9.5. So my width is 9.5. 9.5. I'm going to put it right next to my W up there. And then my length is W plus 2. Well, we just found out that W was 9.5. What's 9.5 plus 2? 11.5. So it says find the length and the width. My length and width are 11.5 inches and 9.5 inches. Width is 9.5, length is 11.5. Okay? All right, number 6. On number 6, the best thing to do is get rid of that 1/2 right away. But I'm not distributing. So have a conversation with the people at your table about how you're going to get rid of that 1/2. I multiply by 2 over 1. Okay, parentheses are protected. That means don't touch the x plus 5. Okay? Parentheses are protected. These 2's cancel. The only thing I have on the left side is an x plus 5. Equals 11 times 2? 22. How easy, I mean, this is so nice now. Just get rid of the 5. So x is alone. Isolate the variable. X equals 17. Easy, easy. Number 7. Okay, on number 7. What's the common denominator of 5 and 5? 5. So do that. Times 5 over 1. Don't forget about the 10. Times 5 over 1. Times 5 over 1. Okay. Everything gets multiplied by the common denominator. Then start canceling. 5's disappear. 10 times 5 will be 50. These 5's disappear. What's this next line? Someone tell me on their paper what they have for the next line. Yep.
X plus 50 equals 4.
Do you guys agree with her? X plus 50 equals 4?
Yes.
She's right. And again, super simple. Get the 40 over. That's it. Get the 50 over, pardon me. X equals what? Negative 46. Awesome. Multiplied everything by the common denominator of 5. Okay. Again, what's the common denominator here? All right, do that one by yourself. Go for it. At your table, work together. Okay, we multiplied by 3. This is our next step after we canceled out all of our denominators. 27, right? You know what happened is if my pen touches it or my hand touches it before the pen, it's part of the number. Look at the 12, like it's all, anyways. Like terms. Let me underline them in purple. Put them together. 2x take away 1x. X. 12. See, like right now. 12 equals x. What is happening? X plus 27. Ah. Easy, right? Subtract 27. BS. You got, what'd you get?
Negative 15.
Yeah. Perfect. What's the common denominator of number 9? Our last problem. What's the common denominator?
15.
15. Do it. Times 15 over 1. Times 15 over 1. Times 15 over 1. And cross out the 3 on the denominator. How many times does it go into 15? Cross out the 5 on the denominator. How many times does it go into 15? Are we good?
No.
I mean, not done. How do you like what I put on the board? Is that what you have on your paper?
Yes.
Okay. It's 15 over 1, not 15 over x. Over 1, over 1, over 1. 3 goes into 15, 5. 5 goes into 15, 3. 5 times x plus 3 times x equals 2 times 15. Okay, 8x equals 30. But we got to reduce it, right? So solve for x first. What is 30 over 8 reduced to?
15 over 4.
15 over 4. Sounds great. And we can just leave it 15 over 4. Okay, so here we've got the beginning of your classwork. So turn the page. Your assignment is to do the odds, and I got rid of all the evens for you so that you'd have space to work. And it is the most beautiful looking piece of paper, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. So, go ahead. Get the like terms together. I want to talk about number 3. A shortcut on number 3 would be to move the 5 over first. Everybody look at number 3. I don't want to multiply everything by 4 because it's a lot easier if I just get the 5 over with the 7. And then I have a x over 4 equals negative 2. Which means now I have to multiply both sides by 4. And then I will have my final answer. X is alone on the left. Negative 2 times positive 4. Negative 8. Okay? That's like number 5 and number 7 are very similar to number 3. So keep that in mind when you're doing 5 and 7 as well. All right? Today we are solving multi-step equations, and our equations may have parentheses. Our equations may have, a 2r and a negative 5r on the same side. Then we'll have to combine those like terms. So there's a couple of new things added today. Okay.